Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. I woke up at 4:30 today.
Oh,
Again,
that's cool. I should have called you because
you
I
can.
could not sleep last night.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. No, I couldn't sleep.
But everything's been so calm and peaceful.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but when it's in the wee hours of the morning, my brain obsesses on things.
Yep.
I even
Mm-hmm.
take a medication for that.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Yeah, I even
It
take
doesn't
medicine for
work.
that.
It doesn't work anymore.
Nope. I fell asleep, and then of course Alina's leaving today for New York for the month of July. She'll be there all of July before she comes back
I mean,
from.
the best month to go to New York
Yeah, awesome. It's
is
awesome.
July.
Pammy, she's
I
got her
could
own
have
song going on.
danced all night.
And yes, me too. You couldn't sleep either, huh? There's something in the air. I don't know. I don't know what that could be.
Perimenopause, menopause. That's part of
Well,
it.
there's that. We are all of a certain age.
Ice raids. Wondering where my little vendor is that I always see at the Rose Bowl, who I haven't seen in a couple of weeks now.
Yeah,
Just think
everybody's
about things like
afraid. It's
that.
terrible. I had my car. So somebody in Valley Village, parents, posted about their. They have a guy a mobile detail guy, who's great guy. They've used him for years, but it's been business has dropped off right now,
Yeah,
uh, and also like they're afraid to go just anywhere. you know,
yeah,
he's a citizen. He's a citizen, so
but it
that's not a
doesn't
problem.
matter.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so it's he's trying to only go trusted sources, blah blah blah. Well, I used him the other day. My car looks great. Looks like new. DM me if you want his info and you're in the valley. Um, but he he was great, lovely. He and his wife come. It's a family business. They did a wonderful job. And then I saw a post. Another parent from that page used him as well, and reported that her neighbor across the street, because he was doing it, on a public street. They just parked his van next to the
Yeah,
car and they do it. They're not like
it's
their
a
own
very
water
common
source.
practice.
Yeah, they have their own water source. The neighbor across the street came out and started spraying him with water. Spraying him
What?
with water and yelling at him to move or he's going to call ICE. That
When I tell
is
you, if I heard
so
that,
infuriating. I know. So it's whatever you believe
what did they
and
do?
however
What
you
did
feel about immigration. We all understand there are problems. That is not the way you do it. You don't treat people like that. That is treating him like he's not human.
I would
And
have 100 assaulted that neighbor.
I know,
100%.
that yeah, absolutely. I mean,
At
this
this
poor
point,
woman
I
who
just,
posted about it, she did not post like a picture of the neighbor or anything like that, and I was like, you are a better woman than I am, better
because
person than I am,
fuck that
because
neighbor.
yeah, I'd have been like, snap, snap, snap. I'm doing that like I have an old time camera, an Instamatic. I have
Yeah,
an
what do the
Instamatic.
kids do? What do the kids do? That? Just that? Okay.
Well, no, because you're doing it. It's
Um,
like you have to do this. Uh,
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, I've been house sitting in Pasadena for a little while now, dog sitting, and obviously my business is a lot on the east side, Highland Park, where there's ice has been all over the place in Pasadena and
yeah,
Highland Park. But I mean, I love. I mean, like it fills me with joy when I see signs all over the place saying "fuck ice," like just cardboard signs. I love the anarchy, and I'm just like not something I would think of in Pasadena typically, but
well,
yeah. fuck ice.
I well, I saw
The
the
mayor of Pasadena is amazing too. Mayor
oh
Gordo,
really?
he's, yeah, that was the first protest I went to was in Pasadena. And he's very much, and the churches in Pasadena too are very much like we're protecting our immigrants, protecting our communities. So it's really nice to see. I don't know. Sometimes I just think of Pasadena as being very
Yeah.
rich and,
Yeah, and not they wouldn't care.
yeah,
You know that building? I think it's in West LA. That was kind of an abandoned high-rise project, and all
yeah,
the
yeah,
graffiti
yeah,
art was on there.
yeah.
Currently, I saw a picture. Currently, all of those now say "fuck ice"
Great, great. Keep it up.
all the way down. I don't know if maybe it's an AI, but it didn't look. It really didn't look like it. The picture. I have not driven by, so I don't know.
There's a one video of the woman who's calling. She's like, you fat asses, you pieces of fat
At
asses."
the
And I'm
car
like,
wash.
yeah, like
The car wash.
so
Well,
good.
that's the thing that's so horrible. It's like it's one thing, and it's horrible enough when these guys are tasked to do this job to round people up. I mean, that's awful. But now you've got people who are impersonating ICE agents
Yeah,
and and just purely doing it out of hate.
yeah,
And that's the troubling part. That's the
yeah.
troubling. I mean, there's a lot of troubling things, but that is, I think, the
This
most
whole
troubling is that.
administration is, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, good morning.
Good morning.
these are the,
Well,
these are the things my brain does in the middle of the
and,
night,
and
and
we'll
this is
show a
not
video.
okay.
Yeah, we'll show a video a little bit later on. But I gotta say, Jimmy Kimmel goes on a vacation every. He takes the summer off to be with his family and stuff every year, and he always has guest hosts. And his first guest host for this first week was Diego Luna, who just really nailed it. He's done such a good job.
Yeah,
If you haven't
I've
been
seen
able to
clip.
see any of his monologues, go back and watch them.
Oh, I
I
have
mean,
not
it
done
just
that. Yeah.
really, oh, just really powerful, really thoughtful. The whole writing staff, whoever is putting these monologues and these bits and jokes together, like just aces, guys, aces. Like
All right.
they really nailed it. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, well, I really like him anyway, and every interview I've seen of him with him is has been really thoughtful and
yeah,
very good. Um,
yeah.
yeah, we talked. I think we talked. No, maybe we didn't talk about it. Did we talk about her the singing the national anthem? What's her name?
Oh, Neza.
Neza,
Oh my gosh.
and he had her on as
We
a
we
guest.
we we did talk about it. Yeah, we did because
I
I
thought
sent
so.
you a video of
Hmm.
when it happened. The
Yeah,
Dodgers saying no, just sing in English, please. And
yeah.
this woman went out and she sang it in Spanish.
Well, what would I really enjoyed on with her interview, and it wasn't. She didn't sing it out of disrespect. That's the thing. It
No,
wasn't
yeah,
respect. It was out of well, this was a sanctioned version of this song back in 1942 as part of our Good Neighbor Act.
yeah,
Um, uh, but what I loved is that she talks about like she's like I'm a Capricorn and I like rules. I follow the rules.
yeah.
And she's like I don't know what came over me. So that's what I think. That's it. How much more powerful it is that she had the nerve to do that because I don't know that I would have. I think I would have been like, oh, okay, I'll just sing
Yeah.
it in English.
But you don't know. I mean, I find that like just with everything going on, I mean, you find yourselves to be. I think you discover that you're a lot stronger than you think you are.
Yeah,
Especially when it comes to. I mean, she's standing there in a stadium full of Latinos. The history of Dodger Stadium isn't that nice. Also, when it comes to Latinos, the Latino community out here. So, I mean, I
yet
imagine all of that energy,
yet their biggest
you
fan
know,
base is
the biggest fan base.
Latinos.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, like notoriously. Go drive through East LA. See, you see Dodgers
Everybody's in
everywhere.
Dodgers gear. Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah, so I think Dodgers kind of fucked that one up at the start
Well,
and
they
then
fucked up.
reversed.
Well, they fucked up a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been kicking out people that have put up fuck ice signs. They wouldn't let a guy in because he wanted to wear a serape. They were like, nope, you can't wear that.
Mm.
And he was like, mm. I can wear whatever I want. And they're like, they wouldn't let him. Um,
Wow.
so Dodgers really need to step it up, I think, more, especially like I've said this, like I know he's a minority owner, but Magic Johnson, come on,
Hmm.
like you're the face of it. We
Yeah.
don't know who the guy is who only owns the majority. He just bought the Lakers, by the way, also. Um, Majority stake of the Lakers. Say something.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why we can't sleep. That and switching gears here a little bit. The other thing that was troubling me last night. So I have always had this like crooked tooth, which it didn't really bother me, but it was starting to get a little out of control. I went for a consultation, early June, and talked to the dentist. He's like, "Look, you don't have to do braces for 2 years, Invisalign, whatever, because that's going to be $8,000, whatever it is." He's like, "I can just, these they were already like, two of them were already veneered. He's like, I can just, fix them, basically cosmetically, right?" And I was like, okay, well, I'll think about that because the cost is way less.
Yeah, yeah,
And it would be straighter, and as you get older, your teeth really start to
yeah,
crowd
yeah.
and
I'm
move.
thinking about that
So
with these. Yeah.
yeah, so I had this appointment set up the other day, and after I said, well, I'm gonna be going away. He's like, okay, well, you think about it and come back. And I was thinking like, oh, I'm going for another consultation. But I got there, and then I was like, wait, I had a consultation. I think I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
And rather than be like in the chair and going like, you know what, I hadn't really decided on this yet. I just kept going. So now I'm doing it, and now like, they're making the thing, and then I've got some temporaries in, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? What, I wasn't ready.
Sometimes you just gotta jump, baby.
That, I mean, literally, but now I'm like, oh, did I fuck up? What did I do? Oh my god, what am I doing?
Could you
So
have done it
again,
in Mexico? Well, I wonder what the cost difference would have been.
well, Jesus, a lot cheaper. I'm sure, especially because I have a cousin in Guadalajara who's a dentist.
Oh,
Yeah, probably should have done that.
well,
But I've,
ask him for me about these,
yeah,
and then I can get my international ticket. That's another story. We're not talking
there you
about it.
go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that was the other thing keeping me up at night, like going, just like, what's wrong
When is
with
this
me?
happening?
Well, it's happening, and in about 10 days, more
Mm.
actually, because of the holiday. I'm getting the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
reminds
it kind
me.
of kind of turns my stomach a little
Why?
because it's weird. It's weird, and also the fact that like I was just like, oh, I okay, I guess I'm doing this, rather
Are you
than
gonna
like,
get the?
wait. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll have to pay for this visit if I don't do anything.
Gosh.
So,
Oh.
so now I'll, pay more. Yeah. Anyway, that's me. Oh, we have. Oh, so should we show that clip?
Well, really quickly, it just reminded me because it's something that's kind of been bothering. Another thing that's been bothering me a lot, just because social media inundates you, especially if I think if you're a female, with like what your diet culture and face stuff. Anyways, this woman
Mm-hmm.
went on TikTok and she made a video of her facelift that she got in Guadalajara,
Oh.
and it's amazing, like
Oh.
amazing job. Like she looks like she's in her 30s. Like just amazing. Like the Chris Jenner, like whatever,
Oh.
like amazing. People are raking her over the coals for this. And I'm like, so when she has wrinkles or when we have wrinkles and we have jowls and we have neck stuff or whatever, that's ugly. But then she went and got this amazing facelift. And now people are like doing full videos, like dissecting it. Like, what do you guys think? I'm like, fuck off. Fuck off. She looks great. I want to. I'm saying this because I'm going to start fundraising now. I don't need it now, but guys, if you want to buy me a coffee, so in 10 years I have $14,000 to go get this facelift done.
14,000, that's it? Wow. That's a pretty good deal. Real
And
good
they
deal.
take care of you. They drive you back and forth to your, post-op appointments and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'll send you a video later. She looks so good.
Wow.
So buy me a coffee. Any little bit helps.
I fear it's too late. I think mine's gone too far.
No, no, I gotta show you this lady.
Okay.
You're gonna be like,
Show me.
what?
Show me the lady.
I commend her. I commend anything you want to do. Oh, and like we're gonna show a video to Laura Sforza, and she says some really important things. So I'll get the stupid part out of the way. My big takeaway is that she's 95 and still has hair black as night. So get off my
She sure
back
does. She sure
because I'm gonna
does.
keep dyeing it as long as
Yeah.
Dolores Huerta's doing it.
Um, Also, I shared with Claudia earlier that I've been the last time I set foot in the salon before I went to DC was at least a year or two more, way more.
Hmm.
Um, and then they sent me for the show to have my hair done so that it would look nice since I was using my natural hair. Um, and then I haven't been again, but the roots keep growing even though I haven't been to the salon. So, I'm a box girl now. But I had decided I wanted to go a little bit lighter, but I didn't really do it right. So now this is not just from the light. This is actually my roots are lighter than the rest of my hair.
I think it looks fine. I mean, it
It's like
doesn't
a
look
reverse.
like,
It's like a reverse ombre.
yeah, exactly. Or like when I put sun in my hair when I was a teenager, that was bad.
Well, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I should.
That
They still sell it. I should just
it
do it on the
was
rest of it.
it was straight up red.
It's fried anyway, guys. We need help, is what we're saying.
Buy me a coffee. We need a lot of shit to happen.
Listen, if you
Teeth,
want to
face,
look at our
hair.
faces and not be
I mean,
repulsed,
imagine. It's like Death Becomes Her meets what's the Demi Moore movie that just came out?
oh,
Um,
how
oh my
soon can we
God.
forget?
I know. I've watched it and I've watched it so many times.
You have?
Yes, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
But just
I,
imagine.
the one time was good for me. I liked it, but yeah. Anyway, we're just saying we need help, guys. We need help. Help a gal out or two. Um,
Give me the
yeah.
Chrissy Teigen. Give me the Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
All her filler, her
yeah,
cloud face.
yeah.
Which again, I don't care. Do it. Get it all done.
Yeah. I mean, and then on the other hand, I'm like, why can't we just age naturally? Why isn't that okay? So
Because we're not
I'm
worth
of
as
both
much.
minds because if
We're not
somebody
worth
said,
as much.
I'm going to give you a free neck lift, I'd be like,
Take it. Yep.
okay.
Well, that was the big thing, right? Like once everybody started taking Ozempic and stuff, you know, it was like, oh well, I guess that you know, body positivity is right out the window. It's like, oh, we can
Yep.
get skinny fast. Boop, 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 boop. Get it in
Yep.
there,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
guys.
Oh
Just
well.
love yourselves. We're all gonna die soon,
Even
anyways.
even if you want to have surgeries and Ozempic, love yourself. Even if you
Yeah,
feel like you want to be not natural. Everything's okay, guys. It's all okay.
everything is fine.
Everything's okay.
Um,
Also, okay.
yes.
So before, just to set up this clip, you talked
Oh yeah.
about Dolores Huerta, with Diego Luna. Um,
Hmm.
We had Ed Begley. We did a show with Ed Begley. I mean, we had him on our show, our CNC in Conversation. And you had asked him, how do you stay positive? You know, and he responded very much like Dolores did.
Yeah.
And my takeaway from him and from this clip and from being in Mexico, we went to Robert Lopez was a great host. We stayed with him. He has great ideas of what to see. We went to a a museum, a free museum there that's covered in murals, Diego Rivera murals.
Mm,
And when you look at these murals, you sit there and you say, you can see like it's the same struggles. It's always been the same
yeah.
struggles,
Yeah.
always, and the world goes on, and things get better for a while, and then powers shift, and they get worse again, and then they get better again. So it's that whole it's a cycle, it's a pendulum, it's all of that we can't lose heart, in other words. And I
It's
think that's
also,
I was just gonna say I
uh,
just think that's what like Dolores and what Ed Begley were imparting, and these are people who have been protesting against things for decades. They walk the walk. They've been around a long time, and they've seen a lot of things and gone through a lot of changes.
yeah.
And they understand the world goes on, life goes on, and we stand up for what you think is right, and keep that little spark of hope alive. So, I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
No, I was just going to say the hubris to think that fascism or
Authoritarian. Oh, see,
authoritarianism
I was going to help you out, but I couldn't.
would not happen in the United States is crazy. But those of us who can, and those of us who are able, I mean, I have found, we watch TV and we watch the news and we see things on social media, and it gets very exhausting. And I have to say, like, showing up to the protests, going in and being with people is so invigorating. So for those of us who can, we should be doing that, and we should be using our voices, because there are a lot of people who can't and a lot of people who shouldn't, and
Mhm.
because of all the things that are happening. But if we are privileged enough to do so, we should be out there, and it really does make a difference to
Yes,
keep going
peacefully
and going.
protesting. Yes,
Yeah.
and Joey, hello. It's nice to see you on here. And yes, and Pammy, in the barrel, out of the barrel. That's right. That's right. Um, yeah, a lot of us are in the barrel right now, but it always
And it's
changes.
called the substance.
The substance. You did it. Okay. All
Get it
right.
in
Well, I'm
there.
going to share this just a little bit, just a tiny bit. This is, I think, what the crux of it
Love her jacket
is.
too. Love her
Oh
jacket.
yeah. Well, always. She's
See
everything.
Yeah.
you. I love to hear you. How do you keep your positivity? How do you keep the hope? What is it that keeps you moving forward?
Well, I have seen over the years, over the decades that I've lived, that you do see change. It takes a long time sometimes, but the one thing that we know is that change happens when people are the ones that make it happen. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. And that's what we're seeing now. And after this dark period, we're going to see other things the things that are missing in our government, in our society, are going to happen. And as the poet Pablo Neruda said, you can cut all the flowers, but you can't hold back the spring.
That's yeah. So for me, that's it.
Yep. Yep.
That's it.
I listened to that. I was like, oh, new tattoo.
Yeah. 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 So that's everything. Hello, Jean. Nice to see you on here. And
But
yeah.
I encourage you to go and watch all of the shows from this week. Just really, really great stuff. And
So
to the
great.
point where Fox News was covering how oops, I don't know, he's on some show called Andor on Disney Plus, and Laura
Yeah.
Ingram's like, ugh,
It's just
Andor.
Diego
I'm like,
Luna.
Also, just your company. Like they own, like Disney is Fox now. Get over it,
Right.
weirdos.
There's that. And then one final thing before we sign off. I saw in the middle of the night last night that Rebecca Del Rio has passed
Yes,
away.
yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you
Very
brought that up.
young, my age.
Too young.
Very,
Yeah,
very young. But yeah, way too young. But wow, what a voice she had. Um,
incredible.
if you never saw it, watch Mulholland Drive just for
Yes,
her version. I guess just
yes.
look up her version of Crying, which she
And if
sings in
you're,
Spanish,
yeah,
and that was in what, 1994,
yeah,
93.
yeah.
And I remember
She's
just
sort of,
being watching that and being stunned by that
yeah,
version, just
yeah.
completely stunned. So I highly recommend go honor her by watching her sing. I mean,
Just
her
really
picture of her.
sad, really too young.
Yeah, much too young,
Yeah,
but
it's
she was just
just
beautiful voice, and
sort of
really
synonymous with
artistic.
David Lynch. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for indulging us and for listening. I said in our description today that we were going to complain, and we sure did.
But keep
But when don't
complaining.
we? When don't
Like the
we?
man. Fuck Tangerine Palpatine.
All right. We shall see you all soon. Adios. Happy summer.
Happy summer!